Hello, Sims. Welcome to the Past Podcast. I'm Robodank, and today we're doing a 100 sub special with Motisma, aka our
Hello.
guest. Hello, Motisma.
Yes, I. This feels different. Instead of being the main host, I'm not a guest, and Robotnik now has his glory
Yeah,
into
my
being the
I have
main
my
host.
big boy pants on. I did a little bit of God status on my own, and I did bedtime on my own. I feel
And
very
you did a
big boy
lot of
now.
your on your own because I'm still a child. I have my time limits.
Yes, you're fairy children. Anyway, child, do you mind telling us about yourself?
All right. Well, we've been planning onto doing this podcast for like technically the last episode of the season because we were planning to do multiple seasons on the past podcast. But anyways, I'll be mostly talking about the how paths got created and stuff like that. So I'll be starting basically how paths got created. So it was back in season 10. I was playing for like actually the shittiest team in the league. And at one point I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna leave and tried to join it was the Marines. And then I tried to join tactical banditry. I crushed the tryout 3 KDR. So I was like, I don't know. I'll play PFMM a bit. And then at one point I went 2 KDR in PFMM, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try to apply for Azura. And then I showed the screenshot of me 2 KDR. Then like the day after, I got accepted into Azura. I played one match. I did better than I ever did in that match. Yet the first map. Then because it was a 3 map game, last map I was absolutely dog shit. Afterwards, Impreza disbanded, and I got booted off the team because all of Impreza just got in Azura, obviously. So then I was like, I asked Nolan about if I can just make a team, like if there's any requirements. He said no, I can just make it like that. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make a season 10 team, which didn't work. As at first it was called Symphony of Destruction, but then people were like, "Oh yeah, okay." No, no. Actually, what happened is that me and like two other guys were like, "Okay, this sounds a little bit edgy. Let's make it like more fun." So I inspired myself from Gang, because if you guys didn't know, Gang stands for Giant Ass Ninja Gamers. So I was like, I'm gonna try to make also a funny name. So we were looking at everything we could do. So at first it was supposed to be called Ass, because it's funny. Actually, Strong Sims. It took us like a good like 15 to 30 minutes just to think of that. So then I asked Shadow Sentinel, or Sentinel, whatever, and he said no, and I was very sad. So then I was like, what about Pass? He said yes, and then we needed to find something that would fit, which is now pretty accurate Strong Sims. That's how Pass got created. And the podcast is basically me, we were like almost the entire team in a VC. Like Robodank, me, Lively, Dungeon, Joe. I don't know if Snot was there or not. And then I think Robodank was like, we should make a podcast because we're talking about something like that. And then he said it as a joke, but I took it and I was like, you know what? Yes. And here we are. 143 subscribers in 1 month. All right. Well,
I think
I mean,
I
that's pretty
think
much.
I think Daniel being our first guest, like he was like really good at talking just on his own, even when we had no idea what we were
But yeah,
doing. Helped out a lot.
the first episode, I was, um, let's say this, stressed as fuck. Like, I was very nervous because, I wanted this to work and I've never done this before. Luckily, we had Robo, me, and Joe, which are like, I mean, we are like the three hosts.
I
I'm
only
not counting.
I only talked once in that podcast, and it was like a question, and I was like, I sounded very distant like this, so or like very quiet even.
If I was to talk like this, it wouldn't sound very nice.
Mm. But because like
And like the entire podcast, I was just, I wasn't even focused on what he was saying because like I was just so nervous. Like I was like, oh my God, I hope this is gonna work. I was just, and even we even made a script, like I prepared a script, everything, and now we're just improvising because we don't care if like one person is like, oh, this podcast is shit, when there's like 100 people who's like, oh yeah, this is decent, you know. So that's why I'm not scared anymore of like messing up. Because also our editor Robodank is also here to delete all the parts where I'm like yeah, and yeah.
you've been
You
doing it
guys
a
don't
lot
see it,
less.
but you guys don't see it, but that's exactly what happens. I mean, less now, but like first like 7 episodes, there was a lot of or like just silence.
I didn't feel like pressure at all. Even when like I did my first like co-host, aka the fourth episode, the second episode. But the
Aren't you
gold
the one
status
who never
episode,
wants to do it?
the gold status episode, I was like, dude, I was stressing out so much. I was like, oh no, oh no.
Funny, okay, it's funny how the spirals one. Oh, okay, might as well just say it. So this normally the spirals in Oscar was only supposed to be spirals because Oscar has his DMs off, so I couldn't really DM him and say, "Hey, yo, get on the podcast, bro." You know.
Hmm.
Also, yeah, and then out of nowhere, Oscar just in the YouTube chat was like, "Can I join?" And then me, because like adrenaline, you know, I was like, "Oh yeah, let's go, let's get him." And I wasn't like stressed at all. Like I was, Oscar and Spirals are super chill. Even like after the podcast ended, like I mean I wasn't there, but Robo spoke to them still,
Yeah, we were
and
chatting for
yeah,
like a full hour.
yeah.
Mm.
I joined in and I was like, if it was done, and then they said yeah. I was like, oh okay. Then I left. But yeah, we were just really lucky that Oscar just was like, hey, I'm gonna join.
We're lucky in general that people are so like willing to get on a podcast. Like people were willing to get on the
Yeah.
podcast mod before we even uploaded a video.
Yeah, I mean, also one of the things why we said there's gonna be multiple seasons because I mean I don't really mind. It's just now like after the God status episode, I'm like, this we're at our peak. This is a good, and we should like do 2 more episodes and then end it there. Then like take a month or two, like a break of 1 or 2. So that also in those 2 months we'll probably like do recording, like some recording of like podcasts, so that Robo doesn't have to be rushed to edit because we have a schedule Monday and Friday. But yeah, also I've thought, you know what? Yeah, after the God status one, I felt like the channel is very silent now. Like what I mean by that is that we were every day we were like, okay, let's see how many views we have and how many subs, and now because it's been like 3 days, it's a little bit more chill now. Like we don't get 10 subs overnight, and we got 15 subs overnight at one point. I was like, what the fuck? Even 21. But still, I think just Robodank having a break is good because he's the one who does the timestamps, who does the editing and co-hosts sometimes.
And also, most of the time, I'm the one recording. The only one I wasn't there was Anisatus.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't mind doing this, like outside a competitive season, so I can focus on one of the two, instead of having to
Yeah.
focus on both. But it's whatever.
But also just like the break will also be good for the both of us because I won't have to be focused into like the podcast as much anymore because I feel like it's not that it's getting boring because like we've just got the two biggest channels on Phantom Forces. It's
Mm.
like after that, like it's not going downhill. It's just not gonna be like as crazy as well those two, especially with the God status shout out. Like subscribers and views were coming in daily. Like we're almost at 600 views, while our second highest is 222. There's like a 400 views difference between the two, which is crazy.
Shout out to
And
Chris, you know.
yeah, shout out to Chris for
um,
shouting us out. Right, well, then yeah,
well,
that's pretty much
the
it.
thing is, like, you make it sound like we care about views and stuff, but like we don't really care about. I personally don't care about that. Like,
Me, I care because like the thing is, we made the channel as a joke, like, and it's been only in 1 month, like almost two, and we've managed to get this far just in 1 month, and I'm like, that's really cool. Also, um, I care about views because we mostly do this podcast because we want people to know about some other people in the community, you know? Like people would watch like God Status or like Oscar and not truly know much about them. Like, okay, I wasn't on the stream, on God Status stream yesterday, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, uh, asking questions." Basically, they were asking questions that we asked in the podcast, and I was like, "Okay, you should just go watch the podcast then, because
yeah,
or else
sure.
you wouldn't ask, or else you wouldn't have to ask those questions." That's the point of the podcast. It's to
Well,
make people know about some like YouTubers or
it's
just
more
some like
so. Yeah, it's we asked some personal questions, but it's more so comp related. It's this podcast is more like, piecing together the history of comp. It's
yeah.
like, cause like besides a couple of YouTube videos, like you don't really know much. Like
Yeah.
if you weren't in the CPFO discourse or CPFL or whatever the other stuff we're called, like, you don't really know much. Like I don't. I know
CPFL,
because of the
CPFO.
podcast. I know a lot now, but like before, like it's like I don't know what happens besides SEO. That's the only thing I knew at the time. So it
Also, it's
helps.
fun to also see like the opinion of each one of them.
Oh,
Like
that's
to
it.
see, oh yeah, this guy is really good, or this team is really good, you know? And
Okay.
even like how they saw comp back then.
Okay, but like this isn't about the podcast. Like we've gone a bit far into it. This is about you and Pass. So, but first I'll start with some personal questions. Motisma3000. When did you start playing Phantom Forces?
So I don't remember exactly because if you guys didn't know, I'm 15 and I started playing Phantom Forces like either 2016 or 2017, but like it was really on and off. Like I would play one or two games and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play something else like Minecraft because I was a big Minecraft player back then. Like Minecraft was all I existed for. And also, well, yeah, that's or else I would play, Build to Survive. You know those games?
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah, Build to Survive Zombies or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would play also those games. But yeah, it was really on and off. Where I truly like actually started playing, like when I started playing until now, was definitely 2016 to 2017. But as I said, it was really on and off, or else I would just play with my friends, or if I was bored, I will also play it. But it was really bad, like really, really bad. Like my total KDR was 1.2, which is not much different than the one I have right now. But anyways,
Uh
when I
oh.
actually started playing again, because I stopped playing for a period of 6 months at one point, and then it was late, like last week of February, I just started playing again, and yeah, the biggest break I've taken since then was like 1 month or so, and that's pretty much it. So
Well,
yeah,
technically you can count being banned from SEO as a break.
no, because I still play Phantom Forces.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Um, while we're on that topic, when did you get into the competitive side of things?
Actually, was in season 10. like mid or like late season, mid late season 10.
Okay.
Uh,
You
so
joined.
like,
You joined when it started to die, basically. CPFL.
I mean, season 10 was like, CPF always has been one community. Like, if the chat was dead at one point, like one time or another, it would be alive again because people were pretty active in the Discord. Which is why I liked CPFO that much was also because of that. Even though like there was barely like 100 something players at the end of season, like at season 10, like the chat was still active. There was still people, and yeah. So when exactly I joined, I don't remember the month, but I think it was like May or June, somewhere like that.
Okay.
And well, yeah, that's because one of my friends, I never heard of comp before. I've never like, and back then, never heard of it. Didn't even know what comp meant until one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, you're really good." I wasn't really that good. Um, said, "Yeah, you're really good, and maybe you should try comp." And I was like, "What the fuck is comp?" And then he showed me, and I said, "Okay, sure." And yeah, so I joined. I joined his team, which was the worst team of the league.
The Marines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Wolfie, the guy who got mad and disbanded the team because he was like, "Oh yeah, you left. Pff, I don't care. You weren't useful, even though I carried in OBJ sometimes."
Sometimes.
And then two people exposed him, and so he was like, "Wah," and disbanded. Shout out to
Um.
Wolfie.
So, by the way, on the Marines, there was like people that play now, right? Still.
Yeah, there's Rapid, uh,
Okay.
Misty.
Yeah.
Who else? There isn't a lot actually. Like two people that I remember. Oh, also Exos.
Okay.
Stingaling.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there was Divinity. I've never played with Divinity, never saw him like on the roster, but I know he was there at one point. I don't think he improved. Maybe. Anyways, there wasn't a lot of people that still plays because,
You got shit on, so I bet a lot of them were like, "Nah, I'm not doing this comp stuff anymore."
funny fact about the Marines. You guys know Misty, everyone does.
Okay.
Champion of the month. I know of the week. Yeah, champion of the week.
Yeah.
Call me Misty. I remember against Tactical Banditry was on Metro. So yeah, at the end of the match, he said to us, I didn't understand, like I couldn't do anything because like he really really underperformed. Believe it or not, Misty was dog shit back then, like really bad. And he said, I didn't know what you guys were saying because I don't know the callouts on Metro. Yeah, him, call me Misty, the man, said that. And
Not
I
not
found it
knowing
pretty funny.
colors, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't know colors.
Enough trash talk of Divinity, Misty, whoever rap it. So, what makes you continue playing Phantom Forces? The meme question, because I know what's coming.
On Mac.
Say again.
I'm on Mac.
What kind of Mac again?
MacBook Air 2016. They were 2,500.
I mean, that's Apple things, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Mod can't really play any other games because besides PF because his computer.
I used to play Paladins, but Paladins were like, you know what? Let's make it Windows only. And I was like, bruh.
Wait, it's actually just stopped supporting Mac.
Yeah. I used to be pretty good at it. And then they were like, you know what? You like playing this game? Ha, not anymore. You're gonna stop playing now. Yeah.
Okay. When you quit the Marines, that's when you made pass right after, right?
That's when I got booted off of AZ
Oh
because,
yeah, and then you made pass.
yeah, because there were better players like Nexia, Neofrags, for the
Hmm.
people who know them. and also Dez and people like that.
So this was in CPFO season 10, obviously.
Hmm.
Who, what was your roster like when you made the team?
Oh, the first ever roster was, I think, so there it was one of my friend, Panduel or Pandaft.
Hmm.
Then there was some guy,
Some guy
uh,
PF.
yeah, some guy PF was on pass. And believe it or not, I didn't even know that some guy was like truly a popular YouTuber.
Back then he wasn't, right?
uh,
He only
I
blew up
mean,
like a couple months ago.
I mean, he was like at 5 to 10,000, which is still a lot.
Still a lot, yeah.
When I started, when he joined, also he was really good. Like he's cracked. We were in a practice, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm sitting. I have my backpack as a chair," and he dropped like a 3 KDR in our scrim, in our no practice.
It's, he always memes around in his YouTube videos, but like when he actually tries, he's actually super good.
I mean, I no, I don't think he tried either.
Oh my god.
I mean, some guy is good, but for like every YouTubers that played comp, all of them were pretty good. Like, you can see God Status, Oscar, Spirals, FPS Creation, some guy. You know, all of them are like were pretty good comp players. You know,
And anyone else notable on that roster? You don't have to say like the people that quit that aren't known, but just anyone else we
that
know.
are known. Oh, then okay. So my roster was some guy and me.
Is that it?
Those were the two only known people.
Okay, so what happened in season 10 with Pass? What were the
Basically,
results
I
like?
wanted. So since the season was almost ending, I still wanted my team to be a season 10 team, but Nolan was like no, and then I begged, and he was still like no. So Pass wasn't a season 10 team, and I mean that's pretty much what happened season 10. So like I was going in public servers, trying to find people. Also was asking for friends, mostly that friends that I knew that were pretty decent in the game. That's pretty much how I started Pass. But if you want to ask, season 11.
Is where
So
the
season
spicy stuff
11,
happens.
yeah, I had like two peaks. Like, I mean, more like one because one of them were useless. But so if I remember correct, like the roster was like, oh fuck. So I remember I asked Google Slides to get in pass. He did.
Okay.
At one point, John, the creator of Elite Toes, and was like, and Forrest, like the two they were gonna be together. And then he was like, "Hey, we're looking for a team to join." And then I thought like or something along the lines of that. And I was like, "Okay, they're probably trolling, but you know what? Might as well get in their joke." Then I was like, "Yeah, sure, you can join Pass." And then they actually did. Forrest and John joined Pass. And then Jack or Panda said, "Hey, uh, can I join as well?" No, no, I think it was someone who recommended Panda to join, which he did. And then John got Expultian, another Toast player. So there were four Toast players in Pass that were pretty good. And then at one point, Xeno. Okay, okay, yeah. This was before the Xeno thing. We were going against Hydra. So if you guys don't know, there was a cheater named Botonator, rank 80, who was quote unquote really good. So we 1v1'd multiple times. He had like an ego bigger. If you guys hate Kimmerks because he shit talks, yeah, Botonator was like 5 times worse. 5 times is like a weak number as well. And like his status at one point even was uh Hydra is like is better than Pass. And then at one point we 1v1 on Bazaar. I almost beat him even when he was cheating with Scar H. I mean, he was using Scar Age. It was like 15 and 13 or something like that. And yeah, I found that pretty funny. And the day of Reckoning, when it was Paz versus Hydra, so like the 2 days before or the day before, just Toes just got in Paz, and I was like, bruh. So we played. Oh, also before Hydra, we played fuck, how are they called? Um, World Champion. That was their second name. They had a first name before that. Elite Outlaw or something like that.
Okay.
And we lost twice, but it was against Depensed, a cheater, and another tier one. I mean, he was tier one in that game, but he never played again. And we almost won on Maul. Like there was a one pack difference, which is pretty sad. Also top fragged that one map, but otherwise on Metro I did pretty bad. And there was me, Panda, John, and someone else, two other people I forgot. Forgot
Okay.
them. Okay, then, yeah. Actually, that was like 2 days. Not the day. No, yeah, that was the day after like people like Toes got in pass. Then 2 days later, or like was during a weekend, we were against Hydra, and okay, no, okay, the story is fucked. Okay, so then Xeno was like, "Oh yeah, I can make your team good," and I was like, "Bet." So he joined. Xeno was okay. I'm not, and then yeah, I'm not gonna add any other comments onto Xeno. And he got Jedi in pass, even though yeah, Jedi was also another Toast member. So like at the end, like at one point there was five Toast members in pass, which I found pretty funny. And yeah, so then it was against Hydra. So the roster there was John, Panda, me, Xeno, and Jedi, I think. Yeah, I think Jedi was there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember he shitted on them on Metro so hard. Oh, that was funny. So basically, he did like like 43 kills game, like almost 3 KDR against Hydra. Yeah, I
Okay.
really found that funny.
And you
And
guys,
then
I assume, won?
yeah, we won. Yeah. And then
Okay.
Botonator, the man, the legend, the warrior, he went 1.3 KDR with
Okay.
cheats. Also, this second map. Okay, so first map, like Metro, Nolan already thought Botonator was sus because yeah, he thought he was sus right at the bat because Botonator didn't have really like competitive skills. At one point,
Mm-hmm.
he like didn't even wallbang, like purple room. Like there's purple and there's this small room when a normal comp player would have done that. That's one of the points where he thought, oh yeah, that guy is a little bit sus. So then it was elevation. We forgot. I should have banned that map because holy shit, it was a disaster. So there was me, Xeno, Kai, Panda, John.
Yeah. Was this the
Uh,
legendary match where Kai got subbed out at the start?
yeah, yeah. Kai was really, really bad that round. I don't want to shit on Kai, but holy fuck. If you do worse than me in comp, and you're considered a tier 2, huh? Just don't play. That,
Elevation, right?
yeah. And also, Panda, John never played Elevation before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we lost. But yeah, we lost because the entire team was doing bad. And then the match ended because Botonator was proven to be guilty of cheating. Nolan had enough evidence of Botonator cheating.
Mid match.
Plus, yeah, Botonator as well went negative on elevation, 0.92 KDR, which is hilarious because he cheated. I'll be honest with you guys. If you cheat, yeah, okay, everyone who's listening to this, if you cheat and go negative in comp, just delete. Phantom, just delete Roblox, delete everything, change countries, make a new life. Because holy shit, you're fucking garbage at this game. Like really garbage. Like I wouldn't I try to shit talk less, but if you go negative in comp against people who never played a map, just don't play. Just stop playing.
Competitive PF isn't for you if you go negative with
Just
all
PF
cheating.
in general as well isn't for you.
um,
Also, we played like we were supposed to play another map, which was gonna be Elevation. I really didn't want to. We were supposed to redo like one round, like the last round,
oh yeah,
and they gave us Maul by accident. And
okay.
the Forest. Okay, so it was me, Panda, Forest, John, and who else? I forgot. Someone else, whatever. I will not comment on whether I did good or bad that match, that round. I will not comment on it.
Was this the match with you and the PPSH and you went positive?
Oh, yeah. That was against Depends, where I top fragged with PPSH. Still proud of that. Still gonna flex until the end of my days. Went positive against the cheater. Let's go. But I mean that Maul game, Forrest played, he shitted on them, obviously. Forrest is Forrest. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much, and then we just won, obviously. That's pretty much it. Yeah. That's what happened. Like what was very like the peak of past.
What happened after this match?
It was a bunch like I asked Google to join, he joined. At one point, like all I remember, I don't remember what happened afterwards. I remember we were gonna do a match against Spectral Garrison, which was like one of the best teams at back at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and we had Forest playing. We won against them, by the way. They had band time pencil and everything. Like they had like a good roster, and we won. I will not comment whether I did good or not.
I
I
will
will say
answer.
Forest shitted on them so hard. First round, 40 kills. Second round, 52 kills. Third round, it was fucking bizarre. Captured a flag, so
Oh,
he did
I've put the gameplay of this in the fucking podcast, didn't I?
he did like 27 kills.
I
And
did.
then last round, he did another 40, like he did 43. He just straight up shitting on them so hard. And Jedi was there as well. Like last map, Jedi Forest. They weren't just shitting on them. They were just absolutely Thanos snapping them out of existence. Like they actually shitted on them very hard. And the thing is, Forrest still got suspended for not recording his 4 rounds because he was on watch list. He recorded 2 out of 4 because he didn't have enough space on his disc to have 4 rounds. And the 2 rounds like that got recorded were like two of his bests. Like it was the Metro and Warehouse one. Warehouse where he did 52 kills. And
Mm-hmm.
then I remember one guy called Spectral. He was like, "Yeah, the 2 maps where he did the best, he didn't do recording. That's really sus." Yeah, the map where he did 26 kills and 45 kills. Yeah, yeah, okay. He recorded the 2 maps where he went like 43 and another one for 52. Yeah, that's very sus. He did better on recording than off recording. Cheating? Question mark?
man, man has cheats that only work on recording, but like
It's RCM, but like the opposite.
you won this match, right? Right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
won like 2-1 because there was one fuck how's it called, stalemate. It was CTF. CTF, bro. You guys, you may shit talk me, but I almost made us win CTF. I was so close. Like you know where there's the like there's the balcony
Yeah.
and there's like the space behind balcony. There are like 4 doors, like
Mm-hmm.
2 doors in the back, 2 doors in the front.
Yeah.
So like the side door in the front, I was like close to there, and I got killed. And yeah, I was like right there, and our flag was like we our flag was in that area. You know where the flag is in CTF for Bazaar?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
our flag was there. I took their flag. I managed to get all the way there, even like a little bit more, like after the side door, and I got killed. Google, that wasn't supposed in our spawn. He traded, and like no one was there. I mean, there were two people that almost got back the flag, but the enemy team got on it faster and retrieved it. So no matter if you shit talk me or not, I almost made pass win one round, and I will be proud of that until the end of my life.
You heard it
And
here.
that's it,
Mutisma's
yeah.
proudest moment.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
that when I went positive, 1.34 KDR, 35 kills against Defense.
so when
I
did you
will
get?
remember.
Wait, wait. Listen. When did you get Joe?
Oh,
Summer,
Joe.
winter. Because you
I
kind of
think
like. I'm pretty sure he was on the team at this point, right? He was on the team at this point.
yeah, he was there before the toes thing,
Hmm.
but I don't really remember how. He, yeah, I think came up to me and said, "Hey, can I join pass?" Or he what because there was a channel called Player Recruitment
Hmm.
where people would be like, "Hey, I'm looking for a team," and etc. So and then some people, which is how I got John and Forrest, and maybe it was either he typed there or he came up to me. It was one of those two, but I remember Joe being like there pretty early in pass, except he didn't play that much. He did play, but was pretty on and off because he still had like heart problems sometimes.
All
It
right.
happened like two matches he was supposed to play, but he couldn't because he had to go somewhere
I
for
assume.
his
I assume
thing.
that's why you were playing in a lot of the matches.
Yeah, and Pass managed to get all the way up to quarterfinals, which is not very impressive since there was 8 teams. And we were unlucky enough to get Chaos. And Chaos, before the rosters were locked, they managed to get Snag. So basically what happened, Paradox Dino was supposed to be in Pass, and Jedi was supposed to play. First, Dino didn't join Pass for some reason. I added him to the roster, but he just didn't join. Jedi was supposed to play. Well, I mean, anyways, we replaced him with Google. Google did pretty good at sidebox because I give them positions to play. And I think, yeah, okay. So Oxy also joined. Oxy did really good. Still got Oxy joined because without him, we would have get shitted on so hard. Okay, and Jedi, the day before, I was like, "You're gonna play, right?" He says, yeah, probably." He says, "Yeah, I will be there." The day he was supposed to play, didn't feel like playing, didn't show up. We got silent raids. He bottom fragged, went pause, get negative every single rounds. We lost 3-0. And Pika was there as well. Pika, no, if Pika actually listened to what I said, we probably would have made it closer in Metro, because Pika said, "Oh, he did really good with sniper." So I was like, "Oh yeah, stay in the back of the map if you're good with sniper." He was like, "Oh yeah, I went like 8-2, then I got bored, so I started pushing them," and I was like, "Bruh," because also at one point on Metro we were winning by like 50 points, but then we ended up losing by 100 points. Yeah, and then on Mall, Oxy went melee only, 18 kills. Mall was a complete disaster. Everyone did really bad. Also, quick fact, on Metro everyone went positive except Silent Raids. All right, back to other maps, the other rounds. After Mall, I forgot what it was. I think it was Suburbia. I know it wasn't too bad, or Elevation, something like that. I know, but all I remember is that Mall was a complete disaster and Metro was pretty good. So yeah, and then we got eliminated, and I'll stand by this fact. If Forest, Jedi, and Oxy played, we probably had a chance to win because Oxy by himself like did 40. something kills, like 47, and we're like almost double positive against Chaos. They had Epsilon, Snag, Legendary. Um, fuck, they had some. Yeah, no, I think that's all I can remember. Yeah, but they had those guys, and they did really good. But also, there was no way we could have gone that far. Like maybe we would have went like semi, not more, because Pravda was really good. Spectral Garrison managed to get Oscar, so they were like already decent. Now they were really good. AZ, or more like gang, that's how we'll call it, because there was like 6 gang members on fucking AZ. That's pretty much it. Yeah,
Damn.
that's all I can say now.
So that's how your season 11 run ended.
Yeah.
All in all, like, Pass
No,
was
I
like a
can
good
say the
team, right?
okay, I'm gonna say the roster that we ended with. So there was Strider. I don't know
Hmm.
if you guys know him or not. Joe, Google. Why is Xeno there? Oh, I sent a form about Xeno, and the staff just decided to not do it. There was Lively, Oxy, Jedi, Forest, Woven Web. Yeah, Woven Web. There was also Pika, me, and Panda. That was the final roster. And I mean, the roster, if you look at it, is
Solid. Yeah.
it's pretty good. Like, if you look Forest, Jedi, Oxy,
Hmm.
and Google, Woven. I mean, Woven is washed up now. Like, he even
Okay.
said it himself. No, okay. He said it himself. He's really washed because he doesn't play anymore.
So, actually, do you want to talk about SEL, like, at all?
Oh,
Or do
can we
you,
talk about the reason why I got banned?
I mean, we can talk about everything that happened up to. So,
Actually, I
so
will.
let's say at the start of SEL, when Pass was obviously a team, you kept Joe and
And
Lively.
Lively.
Yeah.
Okay, so normally on pass, there was supposed to be Google, Joe, me, and Lively. But then AZ was like, "Hey, Google, you're good. Come to AZ." And Google was like, "You know what? Yes." So he joined them, and I was here like, bruh. I was literally like, bruh. And then, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the only people that came with me. Pika also was supposed to be on SCL, like, but then he just didn't. And yeah, I mean, that's all the people that were gonna be. I asked Oxy, but he said he was already gonna be on AZ. But he
Damn.
said it very kindly, so that's why Oxy is my homie. Until the end of my life, I will consider Oxy my homie.
Old man Oxy. What a nice guy.
Yeah, bro. Wait, I don't even know if he's still in pass. Hold on. He's still in the fucking
Dude,
team.
he
Oh my.
messaged me the other day saying, "This is you," and he showed me a Roblox game that was called like Shit Eater. Like, what the fuck, Oxy? Okay, a bit aggressive, but okay. How did, you know, so you lost 2 members to AZ at this point. Forrest quit, Panda is banned, Jedi quit,
Yeah.
um, and the other guys went also quit. I don't, yeah, right?
Strider
Or
quit. I mean, quit comp. Uh, Wolven quit comp. Pika is in cartel. I'm banned. Uh, Xeno, fuck Xeno. Guys, quick fact: asked me to disband Pass because we weren't like the best team out there. And I was like, bruh.
well,
And yeah, so that's pretty much it.
you don't disband the team just because you're not the best. Otherwise, there would be no games to be played.
That's what
Gang would be the only team in the entire thing. It's like,
that's what Xeno did. Basically, with his own team called Impreza. Shout out to all the homies who got me booted off from Impreza.
what happened during the first match of SCL? Or what happened after, let's say?
Did a melee kill.
Yeah, of course.
And
Well, well,
I remember it was a pillbox, and when I rewatched the stream, Suzuka was like, oh, Motisma did a Morningstar kill, and then Denkner was like, so I think he said, "Let's go, Motisma." Yeah, pretty funny. And it was a pillbox, if I didn't mention it. My memory's like, goodbye, adios.
It was right next to Pillbox. I remember like the image in my head.
Yeah,
It's
it was
legendary.
like I was running after the guy because the guy dropped off from like broken. Then I just started running behind him, and he didn't for some. I think he didn't have his sound on because he didn't hear me. And then the moment he turned around, Morning Star. That was very funny. Yeah. And Waddick cheated. Also, first round Metro, we 4v5 almost the entire round and we still won.
Bro, why did the refs allow that? You're not. That's not supposed to be a thing. You're
They
supposed to be like,
probably,
hey,
what's funny is that they probably didn't even notice. We were shitting on them so hard they probably didn't even notice.
so like
That's
we felt like we had 7 players on that match. Bro, first match, 50 boom, and
yeah, I
okay, so talking about refs on noticing in the NN match when both G4 and Lens both had AS falls and the refs just didn't say anything. They had
yeah,
double
no, the
weapon.
refs were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna warn you. We're gonna warn you."
And they're like, I don't give a fuck.
Then like there was a warn, and then they still continued. uh
Yeah, the bad boys passed. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
So
gangsters
so
don't care
what
about
happened
people.
after mods was a lot of so what got banned,
Yeah. He got banned from the game, then got unbanned from the game,
but still
then
banned
got
from
unbanned
SEL.
from SCL, and then got banned again from SCL.
Yeah, and
I'd rather not talk about what happened with Kent Dude 20.
well, I feel like the world is allowed to know because remember why Kent was upset with you, even not even talking about the cheats. What player
So
did we try to
basically,
pick up?
we were talking about Waddick, about the thing about
No,
him
no, no,
having
no.
cheat.
Right before we were trying this 2G4 from XXV. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. He was mad at me. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, yo, it's a joke. Because I didn't know that it was illegal because who reads rules anyways? Am I right, guys? Right?
Right. I think
Yeah.
no, didn't they make a rule? Like, didn't they make up a rule after that? Like, no, you're not allowed to steal players, but it was never in any rule book at all. There's not in the document. And then
Also, I got banned, and then the rule got
yeah, you made
banned for a rule that didn't exist.
non-existent rules exist. You have so much
That's a
power,
little different,
Motisma.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically, I was like, "Oh yeah, Waddick has cheats," and he was like, "Oh, so you knew?" I was like, "No. How am I supposed to know?" By the way, guys, you're just saying I'm gonna shit on Kendi right now. He's really fucking stupid. Like actually. So then I show him. He was like, "Why did he get banned?" And he unbanned and etc. Like I said earlier. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna show him the reason why he got banned in the first place." And then I sent him the 4 screenshots, and then he reported me. So I don't quite I'm not quite sure of the actual reason why, but there are two possible reasons. One, he's blind enough to think it was my screen that I was showing screenshots of me, like it was me that had cheats, or he thought I knew that Waddick had cheats and I still let him play. So he reported me, and I got banned for talking about cheats in DMs. Yeah, that, that's it.
And apparently, after you get unbanned, you're still going to be suspended. So, unfortunate, but
Yeah,
life, can be rough sometimes.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so Mod has been sitting out, banned the entire season. So there's nothing really much to talk about.
Yeah.
I'll talk about the SEL season in another episode. Don't worry about it. So let's move on. We've been talking about this for a while. Um, while I look up something real quick, happy with how Pass has ended up in 2 seasons? Technically 3, but you didn't really play S10?
Yeah, very because Pass at first. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make a team because it's easy to make a team. And how bad can it go? And those 2 seasons, my teams always have been pretty good. Like right now, we're definitely winning my finals. Whatever you guys say, TM, fuck off, 2-0, easy. That's what we're gonna do to every teams. We're 6-0 right now. If you think we're gonna lose one map this entire season, I'm literally gonna sue you.
you're
Yeah.
you're meeting my lawyer soon, is he saying? Okay. Listen, team's good. Like when Mon says team is good, it's not as in like we're like all tier one players. He's saying it we're successful since we're gonna win minor since or at least we're at least top three now. By the way, Mot. Like we cannot not win prize, so that's cool.
No, we're not top three. We're top one.
I mean no, but as in like because we beat YGC, we're now guaranteed top three. So like even if all of us have a heart attack and die, we still like at least be third place.
Yeah, bro. When are finals, by the way?
Um, no idea, but 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
Oh
something like
shit.
that. Yeah, it's coming up close. Anyway, so you've played. You haven't played that much, but you've played enough to answer this question. So top three best and also top three worst teammates. Begin with the best. As in
Like in
skilled,
skill or
skill,
like
yeah, skill.
top one first for fucking sure. Holy shit. Second, Jedi. Third, Oxy.
Sounds about right. Okay, what about worst?
Hmm. TM. The entirety of TM. Nah, okay, so the worst, Misty, to be honest. Nah, okay, maybe not. There was a guy named Boss and another guy, and there was a lot of guys, yes. I mean, three worst, probably like the majority of TM. Yeah, for sure. Like the only guys that were decent was like Rapid, Asgard, okay, Misty. He would go positive, but like bottom frag. So it
Okay.
doesn't really balance it out
You
much.
think
Also,
Banana's better than those players?
what?
You think Banana's better than most of TM?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
Uh, uh, the Marines, by the way, not trademark in SEO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go, Banana. Better than the Marines. So we just asked Kill, but who are your top three favorite and least favorite teammates, as in social, being friends
Number
with them?
one, I'll go with Forrest again. I fucking love Forrest. Shout out to Forrest. He's just so I find it so funny.
Hmm. He's out
Because
there for sure. Yeah.
sometimes he just gets in VC and starts yelling the N word like hard R as loud as he can. I find that funny. That's comedy. In my eyes, that's comedy.
In a single digit IQ brain, that's comedy.
Yeah. And then number two, let's see. Probably you, because like you're fun to talk with. If you guys don't know, I VC with Robo almost every day.
Sadly, yeah, that's true. Um,
Also, number three, um, um,
probably Joe, right? Right?
yeah,
You've
that's what I
been.
was thinking, but
I know you haven't been talking with him much lately.
Lance. I played with Lance once. Was the best time. Yes,
That
I
was
loved
funny.
playing with Lance.
Okay, what do you do outside of PF? Work, studying, other games you play, hobbies? Say that again.
I go to school, and that's it.
Don't do anything else. I mean, it's hard to do anything else, to be fair.
Yeah.
Um, you also play lots of simulation games on Roblox. You have an addiction to that.
Okay. Cut that out. Don't
uh,
expose me like that, Robodank.
As a meme, I should ask you the bad questions. What made you accept the invitation on the show? Hey, bro. Hey, guy that owns the podcast. Why are you on the podcast?
I mean, I
Uh,
just wanted to shit on this fucking podcast. This podcast sucks balls, bro.
okay, budget Forest, be quiet.
What do you mean budget forest? I'm not just budget, bro. I'm worse than dollar store forest.
I feel like we can wrap it up there. I mean, like, PAS only existed really since mid CPFO10, so unless you want to talk about something.
Like late
Like
season.
late, yeah, and CPFO10, so yeah, that's it. Anyone you want to give a shout out?
Hey, shout out to this guy named Motisma3000. He's super good at the
Oh,
game.
okay,
Super cool.
shut the fuck up.
Also,
Um,
oh, bro, why didn't you not ask me? Do you think we're doing a good job? Or oh my God, this guy's the worst host ever.
I'm literally
Never gonna be a
crying right
host
now.
again. Banned from pass.
You're getting a good computer soon, right?
Yeah, I'll finally be able to shit on kids with a good computer. I'll finally be able to not do bad all the time.
Oh, that's only 80% of the time now. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, now it instead of it being 90% of the time, it'll be 70%.
Let's go. Let's go, Motisma.
After
Got
aim
this
lab,
one.
after aim lab, probably 69%. You know, and that's gonna make me
Improvement
want.
by 1%. Holy shit. Let's go.
Oh wait! No, we have to not forget about the volume. About like noise. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
a good like 67% bad. Yeah, I'll be bad 67% of the time. Let's go.
Alright. Well, that's
Well,
it, I
yeah, I
guess.
guess
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Go subscribe to my channel. I don't have much stuff on it, but yes. Also subscribe to Pass podcast.
Subscribe to this channel, definitely. Uh,
Yeah. No, it's
whoever
not my
whoever
channel.
sticked
What?
whoever stick to this almost 2 hour, if not longer than 2 hour podcast, thank you for watching. Um, what's
Bro,
the
but we'll have to
what's
edit this for tomorrow. Let's go.
let's go. Uh, so yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. What's the line you always do at the end? Stay simping or something?
Don't forget to simp. It's life. Everyone
Yep.
needs it.
See ya, everyone. Bye bye.
Also, subscribe to the Past podcast. If you don't, I will find you our house.
I will find your house as well. Bye bye.